criticize, I analyze, I am the eyes. Yeah, they stand and lie, I stand in truth. That's my I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I channel God, the frequency lives inside. Delinquencies leave aside, just look inside. I promise you'll find bodies the synagogue. You lie to self, then you sin to God. I take the end of lines, put it in a loop, then I tie a knot. This eternal life, this is Heka'u. We can never die, we are immortalized. They live mortal lives. I am more than man, I have God inside. Whoa. Opened the door and then I got inside. Found my inner child, gave him a hug, told him I love him, we gon' be alright. And then I gave a smile, you made me more than proud. Shed some tears, let us scream aloud, a stand in pride. Grabbed his hand, it was the hand of God, our fingers five. Double time, we put hands to sky. Raise them high, raise them high. This is dua. Praise in self, praise each other, praise to health, that is the root to wealth. Praise comes from per, and it means to sell. See, that's what preachers do, buying souls, selling hell. Disguised as heaven, pushing P. Differences between prophet and prophecy. The Bible is a prop to see the lies of man, portraying God open-eyed to see. Telling tales of wanderings, I've been wondering, they don't know that we're the real wonders. Miracles, when I speak it thunders, literal. You feel it under your flesh when your organs start to rumble. Heartbeat, you're listening to vibrations as my heart speaks. Stretch minds, I have far reach. Raj General, this is our me. This is pinnacle. Step on sinister. Everyone is demons these days. Trust me, once you step to us, you wanna leave as you came. See, we ain't the same, raising names. Real fame comes from Ba. It means to speak, to say. I have lots to say. My ancestors taught me how to pray, ask and receive. Given that you live in reciprocity, our Ba shall speak through you to give our message of praise. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Giving praise. They're only giving praise when they receive a raise. Like thank God. I receive a raise as I rise up every single day. Raise comes from res, giving life the sun's rays, hands embrace. Consciousness extinct, even the ones who think they are woke are still asleep. Resi means to watch and it deals with what you see. Resi means to dream and it's the tongue of the speech. Watch what you speak, bring dreams to reality. Watchtower, watch me tower over with power. This is more than album, this is pure magic. Creation vibrations, layers on layers. Prayers on prayers, demon slayers, soul cakes of fire, caught up in a rapture like I need a baker. The Lord has risen, watch the bread rise, to give sustenance. I've seen death eyes, the moon is my left eye. Praise Yah, dua. This is House of ATTON. I don't have a mask on, I'll tell you all what happened. I see they got the facts wrong, flow fluid. Walk with ancestors like Anpu is. Who's this Greek named Anubis? Prove it. I see bodies walking around soulless, clueless. Ani Pata, don't compare me to Steve Jobs. Call me Pata Sakar. If you need to do more research, search Ray. Hands in vagina plays when pray. Spitting seeds into the womb to birth and raise. See, that's parades. Give thanks like it's in your hands. Collect them plates, ancient stele. Step through fire, see we trailblaze. Fate and faith, this is knowledge. Facts will flip a fake. Tell me what's at stake to give thanks. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Subscribe. Scribal Sessions Volume 1. For the record. Open your eye in alignment with time and you'll see the truth like it's a physical thing. From the darkness I arise, so it's not a surprise when you learn of the light that I bring. As above, so below, I find a rhythm and flow as I grow with the pendulum swing. This is the matrix where everyone's faking they sleep here in life while we wake up in dreams. Shedding the skin like a serpent, this work makes it worth it. Attaining a purpose while searching internal, examine what all is in me. Most will not make it, the soul cannot take it. Reality shaking, you've seen what I've seen. Reap what you sow with the weavers of speech, achievers, and this is the read 'em and weed 'em. You cannot read in vibrations that none of them speak. Walk a metal netter, light his feather is heavy to learn that your will isn't free. Let your willing, I continue to lead with my ebas. I'm sweeping my consciousness clean. Training in realms that are unseen. My aura is some set fire to all of the fiends. Stand on my Atef is all seeing. I we supply 93, that means we are supreme. Healing through tones on my senses connecting. And this year wealthy is health, this is green. This is illusion, reality veiled in delusion. Thoughts become intrusive, it's foolish to not know by now that it ain't what it seems. This is way more than belief. I see clearly the lines. My six senses of sight are hypnotized. No wonder everyone sleeps. Open your eyes. It's time to set off the alarm. The performance self-harm. Don't you know you're a star? God in human form and you rise with the beast. More than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper. Seeing the state of the planet, the damage, the famines expanding beyond your belief. I see they landed, they've handed the people a cannon and aiming it right at your feet. Blowing a hole where you're standing, creating the panic. The tactical planning is deep. Teaching you're only a man and the God is in heaven, the seventh outside of your reach. If you're the question, they'll call you a manic, frantic, erratic, depression, demonic. When you're teaching through the magical speech, they'll call you serpent, the one in the garden. Pardon my knowledge for having the knowledge and prowess to see. He really told the truth to Adam and Eve. You'll have distinction between good and evil if you eat of the fruit of the tree. Now you're a god, open your eye, cleansing yourself so that now you can see. They stole the stories and twisted them like it's a spliff. They put the fire to leaf, I put the fire to speech. I put the fire to heat. We don't do liars and thieves, they just desire to greed. This is my record to keep, this is my throne. You cannot sit in my seat, and I command it. I give more than 10 commandments. This is the law of attraction, and we have infinite stamina. My stage is where I'm standing. This is my art, God is in me. I only keep goddesses with me. They are the magical beings, they are the holy ones, birthing the gods. We're overcoming the odds. We are the even and odd. They're in the odds, we're in the all. Ancestors answer my prayers, forever grateful. I will forever say thank you. Inspiration to awake the sleepers. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I say, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper.
You and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of my heart, and may you rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rise and shine forevermore in my heart. Hotel.
I look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, king, crown, rings, that's who I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns, sword swang, samurai, I am Shem. Suhor, son of Heheru, I am him. King, crown, rings, that's who I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns, sword swang, samurai, I am Shem. Suhor, son of Heheru. Words powerful, Hekau. See proof, you can feel the roots. Gone, just look up, I am proof. Breaking doors now, make some room. But I is now speaking through me and trust me.
presents The Blinding of Truth by Falsehood, Ancient Egyptian Literature, read by myself, the mighty Atef Maat. Before I introduce the brothers on the panel, we will begin, as we do every week, with our beautiful affirmation. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Unki and Ma'at, Un-N-S, Nintet or Set and Ma'at, Minhepapet and Ma'at, Her Inhu Per Ikut. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Peace and love, everybody. Welcome to the house of ATTON. I introduce the great brother Menkur Murray Ma'at. Menkur Murray Ma'at is a student of the master teacher Saba Tahuti Amenhotep Ra and a follower of Ma'at. Menkur is the Heb, the festivities organizer in the house of ATTON, the cultural enlightenment advisor and a teacher, developer of the Pathways to Awakening, a director and producer of documentaries, a researcher of ancient civilizations, and a researcher of the knowledge of spell. Next, we have the mighty Djed Sajim. Primordial Thought 9 is a seeker of divine wisdom, the wisdom with universal structure, the wisdom that remains the same from every perspective, the wisdom that adapts to any interaction, the wisdom that creates silence, the wisdom that sustains the house of ATTON. Next, we have the mighty scribe Ani Patah Aten Tahuti, is a teacher of knowledge, a spoken word artist, a creator, awakening the sleepers and healing the chosen ones through sound, vibrational tone, and conscious thought. He's the Sab, the wisdom door opener, and the lead organizer here at the house of ATTON. And your presenter for the night is myself, the mighty Atef Maat. Esteemed brethren, as a devoted disciple of the master teacher Tahuti Amenhotep Ra, I humbly serve as your guide and host within the sacred halls of the house of ATTON. Each week we gather here to immerse ourselves in the profound teachings of Ma'at, embarking on a journey of enlightenment. Within this sanctuary, we explore the depths of truth drawn from the wisdom from ancient artifacts and the profound teachings passed down by the great Tahuti Amenhotep Ra. My commitment extends beyond these gatherings. As a true-hearted devotee, I strive to live and breathe the principles of Ma'at, showing love for my people and resonating with the sacred vibrations of the metal nature. I stand as a steadfast guardian of Ma'at, protecting the sacred laws that govern our existence within the house of ATTON. Welcome to Study Guide Sundays. Peace and love.
Hotep Henu. Peace and love, everyone. Dua for being here with us. Whether you're here live, dua to you, to everyone. And for those who are watching on the playback, everyone please hit the like button as you enter into the PER. And the support links to support what we're doing is pinned to the top of the chat. So please utilize those links if you would like to show reciprocity for what's taking place here. Uncle Jasaneb to Minty Hotep, who says, Uncle Jasaneb, I hope everyone is doing well and thriving. Wonderful, great Minty Hotep to you. The great Bassa Tut, Maka Ox Effect. One of our moderators here at the House of ATTON. Great Bassa Tut to our great brother, Hotep Marie. And as he posts these support links, that is pinned to the top. And we have the great MDWNT.MEDIA, the social media manager of the House of ATTON. She says, Tua HOA, Ku Siamiu, Maat at Kurtbet Sin Isfet. Completed by the Echo Amun Ka, who says, thank you, HOA, the shining ones who live upon right and truth. Without deceit, they abominate wickedness. With a key, a Kesbet Ib, and a Saba door. Hotep Hinu to our great moderator, Amun Ka. Hinu to you, great brother. Tua for being here and for your consistency, great brother. We have M. Monroe. Peace and love all. Hope everyone is well and in good health. Peace and love, Hotep Marie. And here is our link tree, which has all of our links to our social media accounts. Follow us on all our social platforms, as we'll be bringing some classes to these platforms as well. So everyone, make sure you're following our Instagram and TikTok. All right, Hotep Hindu, great brothers. How are you? How you doing, great brother Minku Ara?
Hotep, peace everybody. I am doing well. I'm excited for what the great brother Atef Rim Kim is going to bring. Hindu Hotep to the master teacher Sabbath Tahuti and his new Turks. Always adoration to the Netaru. Peace and love to the chat. Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm excited. Ready to continue to co-create with the Netaru and all of you, and all is well.
Peace. Hey, we in here. Cool to everybody for showing up. Everybody that's in the chat. Supporters. Hotep Canoe. It's always good to be up here with my brothers every Sunday. Definitely grateful for that. Everyone's good. I'm good. The AU's good. Everyone's very nefer. Everyone's healthy. It's definitely grateful to just be able just to enjoy another day with the AU to be on here. Definitely excited for great brother Atef's presentation. Yeah, man, we here. Like I said, we're doing good. Very calm. You know what I mean? We're very complete, right? So, to everybody, like I said, for being here, and definitely excited for the great brother Atef, our presenter for today. So we in here, man. How everybody in the chat feeling? Is everybody good? I see y'all. I'm on that. Falsehood and Monroe is in the building. Shouts out to you for showing up yesterday for the pod class. That was definitely never. Look to see you more. Look to see you up on here more. So Tua to you. We got Mentee. Shouts out to Mentee. I see you as well. Yeah, Tua. We up here. We good. Feeling good. How you doing, great brother Ani? I tend to.
Hotep, great brother. I am Akur Usir Nefer. I'm wonderful, great brother. Very busy, but it's a great thing, and yeah, continuously learning how to take this wonderful rec that we're receiving, and you know, the in the midst of that frequency, and be creative with it. So that's always a beautiful journey. So yeah, Tua for asking, great brother. I'm Nefer. Let me pull up the great brother Tefrim Kimai. You there, great brother?
Hotep, yes, I'm here, great brothers.
Can you share your screen for me?
Share my screen, yes.
Tua. Yeah, peace and love, everyone. Tua for all of the Nefer support, and Marie, appreciate everyone. houseofatton.org is another beautiful place that everyone can go to support, right? And get you some powerful merch. Okay, let me if one of you great brothers could take the mic, I'm gonna add Atef's screen to OBS here.
Man, cool. What's the word out there, man? The master plan you got cooking out there?
You know, I'm just 2025. I'm just I'm really focusing on co-creation. But that's pretty much all I know how to do. So I'm really coming into the understanding that it's always been co-creation for me. And so with that being my I think that's just been my design, but really making sure that I'm being more intentional with how I co-create and who I'm co-creating with. Just putting that in the forefront of my Ebe. And so, just really wanting to learn the meta netter in a, more profound way. Just really having a deep appreciation and adoration for you brothers, and watching everybody's growth, and just trying to stay out of the way and just trying to grow, and but having really appreciation for you great brothers. I was thinking about something today, and I'll share it with you brothers as it's going to become a question that I asked Saba. And I was thinking about all of Saba's divine victories, right? He's undefeated in debating, and he's not really focused on debating. And I was thinking about how he teaches, and every time he teaches is like a debate, I think, in a battle. And when he is teaching, he's teaching with the intention to be victorious. And that led me to the question that I'm going to ask him, and I'll share it with y'all first. But my question is going to be, what was Tahuti's influence on Tahutmos III, who was undefeated in war? And I think Saba was sharing yesterday when he was teaching, and the thing that all the hidden hand people that he shared, what did they have all in common? And that they were all military men, right? They were all warmongers. And my question to Saba is going to be, what was Tahuti's influence on his son, Tahutmos III? What was his influence on Tahutmos III that made his son so victorious? So, it's like, it's a beautiful thing to be in this energy, because there's so much abundance in Ma'at, so much abundance in the Neteru. It's like endless Neterus, right? It's like endless energy, so many beautiful, powerful things that were happening in that time. And I have this thing in my mind, what a beautiful time to have been alive. And so incorporating what a beautiful time it is to be alive now, being in the energy of Ma'at, being around you brothers, and being a student of Sabatahuti, Amenhotep Ra. So that's what's going on in my world, great brother. Thank you for asking. How about you? How are you doing? How is Osset, the beautiful Osset, doing right now?
Tua for that, great brother. And she's doing good, man. Much more alert now, you know, eyes open, looking around. She's very good. Like, she's very good. Her and Gabriella just, you know, they be in it, be in their zone. They be in their mut and they side zone, you know what I mean? They be doing their thing. And it's a beautiful thing to watch and help out and participate in. It's definitely a wonderful experience. And, I'm just, you know, all the siblings love her, you know what I mean? They be older and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful thing, man. I'm definitely grateful for the material, for, you know, favoring us in that manner as well. So Tua for those words, man. Tua for that. I definitely appreciate that. Everybody's good.
Nini, you're a great brother.
Yeah, to our great brother Minku Ra. That was very poetic, great brother. So this brother needs to, you know, what's taking place, but some definitely some heckler. So Tua, and yeah, great brother Tefrim Kemetic. If you are ready, we'll pass it to you. Again, everyone, here are the support links. They're pinned to the top. Yes, I can hear you.
It's my screen is showing the matrix.
Yeah, on the OBS screen, it's like nothing but echoes. Is that what you're seeing, Atef?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll switch out whenever you go to what you want to share. But yes,
yeah, definitely, brothers. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, yes, the support links are pinned to the top. Please send in your support for what's taking place, and yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this, and I love what Atef is creating. So yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. So all right, let me make you full screen.
Otep, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Otep, peace. Can y'all see me, hear me, everything? Cause I'm looking. Okay, I can see. Yeah. Yeah, that was great, Manku. That was very nefer. It was actually very fitting. It's a lot of synchronicity going on here right now. But yeah, you gotta stay fighting. You gotta stay pushing, brother, because definitely, as the great brother Dejed Sajim pointed out last week, to bring these presentations forward, and what we do is, you know, we have to do this consistently, day after week, day after day. You know, it's every week is somebody's go. You know, it's somebody's turn. You know what I mean? And it doesn't stop. But for me, I love it. I love this frequency. I love what we're doing. You know, I still don't know what's going on. I'm so glad that y'all appreciate it, because man, I don't know what's going on. I just know that I have I just want to echo the tones of the nectar. You know, I just want to make the Natiru proud. I just want to grow as a nectar and be my best, you know. So as I rediscover my culture and what the Natiru have left behind for us, the mighty ancestors that we have, you know, it's an honor for me to bring these presentations forward, because it's the energy that I put into it. As I learn, you know, it pushes me and motivates me. So that's what the brother was just talking about, you know, about fighting, you know, challenging yourself, elevating though, to rise, to be better. So yeah, this is and one of the things that I said to myself was, you know, when trying to decide which story to read, and you know, I felt like I was wasting a lot of time, because everything that was left behind is important to me, you know. I don't really like the fact that it's stolen and it's on display, and the exploitation of it, of the artifacts, you know. I don't like that. But at the same time, you know, it's so much that we wouldn't know if the stuff wasn't there, you know. So it's like, if someone takes something from you and you want it back, you have to go to that person to get back your rightful property, to go get back what was taken from you. So, you know, a lot has been taken from our culture, has been stolen and misappropriated and put on display and manipulated. So, you know, the Nefer artifacts and stories that are left behind, all are important. Everything is important to me, you know, for me to rediscover my culture, because it's been so lost and stolen and manipulated, and we've been fed so many lies and stuff. So, you know, and then the brother was talking about challenging itself. This presentation almost didn't come forth. So this is a very light presentation. It's not that long, because I said that I was gonna start at page 1. I said every story is important, so I'm gonna just start at page 1. So when I looked at page 1, right now I'm on page 104. So this story is The Blinding of Truth by Falsehood from William Kelly Simpson, page 104. And I'm just going down the list. Next to be Astarte, and so on and so forth. And I'm just gonna go through all the books that are available to us on Amazon, and all the literature and the papyruses, and you know, the more I find these papyruses and these stories and these things, I find it harder and harder to find other artifacts, you know. So it's very interesting how, so like, even for example, this story, for example, is not on display, you know. So just trying to find certain stuff. So, you know, it was recorded, somebody has it, was written down, you know. But then when you go and you start digging for these things, they you know, what's the common, they got all the secrets hidden in the Vatican. But yeah, but anyway, so, you know, this is just my Nefer energy into this presentation, but it almost didn't happen because I've been working on it for weeks. I'm learning, you know, all these new programs and learning how to use them, and then learning how to share the stories in creative ways, you know, just the readings, because I could just put the page, you know, screen share and show the book how I used to do it and just read it, you know, and that's okay, like, you know, because it's just the tones of the, you know, that's important. It's the hekau that's important. So, you know, that's okay too. But in trying to find creative ways and up-to-date ways to share, you know, this Nefer energy, it really pleases my Eve. So it really pleases me to learn, because that's what it is for me. it's about learning, it's finding the story and then digging into that story, right? Because I just want to learn, and then in turn, it forces me to learn to be able to learn different programs to present what we present for you guys. We all use different programs, we all have different styles, we all at different places on our journey. But this one almost didn't happen because this morning, now mind you, I've been up all night. I didn't go to sleep after the pod class. I was up working on this during the class till like 8 o'clock in the morning my time, right? And then I was about finished. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be finished. I'm gonna rest. The reason why I stayed up is because it's my daughter's Earth Day. So, you know, we had a bunch of activities planned, and I just, you know, I wanted to show up. I had a lot of obligations. So I'm all right, I'm gonna stay up and have this finished. And then when I was almost finished, I looked, and now it's about 30 minutes long, but about 10 minutes was missing. 10 minutes of visuals was missing. And I'm like, just completely gone. Now, my computer was flashing all night as I was working on it. You know, I guess those of you that do video editing, and this is all new for me, guys. Bear with me because I'm trying to talk y'all through the process, because it's beautiful to me, because it's very challenging, and I just want to, you know, encourage everybody to not give up, and to stay consistent. So, you know, anyway, my computer kept flashing, and I didn't realize what was going on, but I lost like 10 minutes worth of my presentation. It was completely gone. Visuals gone. Just black. The screen is black. And I'm looking, and I'm like, how could it be? So, you know, you go hit the undo button. Now, mind you, I didn't know how much video editing uses processes. I didn't know how much energy it uses, but apparently it uses a lot because my computer was just freezing, and it's never really froze up like that before, you know, as I'm working on it. So I was like, okay, I didn't get frustrated. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to try to fix it. So I tried to like fix it, but I wasn't able to fix it, and I just went to sleep because I was so tired. So then I woke up, went and spent the day, did what I needed to do with the family, came back, and then I had enough time to kind of fix it. So what you guys are gonna see now is the finished product, because I didn't give up, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm just gonna present it, because it's all a learning process, and it's all a journey. So I hope you guys appreciate it, and you know, I hope this pleases the Natiru. And yeah, this is page 104 from William Kelly Simpson, Ancient Egyptian Literature. And let's begin. Is my screen still sharing, Scribe? It's not? Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another wonderful show. My name is Cynthia Sudo, and our hosts for tonight, Matthew Mythology and the wonderful Christina the Christian Christensen. Atef will be reading ancient Egyptian literature. Get out your pen and pad and let's listen into the show.
Hotep Netter, welcome back, truth seekers and dug diggers. You've tuned into digging for the truth. You dig, The only podcast that dares to ask the questions Google is too afraid to answer. Dig me? I'm Matthew Mythology, and my co-host, the lovely Nefer Christina, the Christian Christensen.
And today we're embarking on a journey. Not just any journey, mind you. We're going back in time way back to a land of Pharaoh's pyramids and...
You say, is it full screen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right there. Nah, it's not. It's not. But let me close out some things and run it back. So let me go out. Hold me down for 2 minutes.
Atef Maat. Atef Kim just has a couple. He needs to refresh something. So we're gonna give him just a few moments to refresh. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this Cynthia Pseudo and the debates that happens. So very creative. Okay, there we go. All right, yes. So Hinu to the great Atef, and to our great brother for sharing some of the process that that happens and what has to take place to consistently, bring something forward, a completed project. So Tua for sharing that, great brother, and Nefer Mesheru to the young one, to your Sat, very Nefer. So yeah.
Okay, Hotep, I'm ready. Y'all ready?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, Tua, thanks for holding me up. I'm gonna have to close down some things. Yeah, it's a lot, man. I didn't realize it. I love it though. I'm gonna say that I've really found out that I really enjoy it simply because I'm learning something new and I don't know what I'm doing. So when I be like, I don't know what's going on, I really don't. So that's the part that I love, is that for me it's, it keeps me curious, it keeps me learning, and it's my culture, it's important. So that's why, that's what I really appreciate. But let me share my screen, go back, bam, and screen share. Okay, is my screen sharing? Okay. Make that full screen. And
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another wonderful show. My name is Cynthia Pseudo, and our hosts for tonight, Matthew Mythology and the wonderful Christina, the Christian Christensen. Atef will be reading ancient Egyptian literature. Get out your pen and pad and let's listen into the show.
Hotep Netter, welcome back, truth seekers and dug diggers. You've tuned into Digging for the Truth. You dig. The only podcast that dares to ask the questions Google is too afraid to answer. Dig me? I'm Matthew Mythology, and my co-host, the lovely Nefer Christina, the Christian Christensen.
And today we're embarking on a journey. Not just any journey, mind you. We're going back in time way back to a land of Pharaoh's pyramids and apparently a shocking amount of sibling rivalry. The smell god Atef will read the story from ancient Egyptian literature by William Kelly Simpson. Page 104 later on in the show.
That's right, folks. We're diving deep into the blinding of truth by Falsehood, a story so old, it makes your grandma's antique collection look like it just rolled off the assembly line.
But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's set the stage. Imagine, if you will, ancient Tamari, not the Hollywood so-called Egypt version with Charlton Heston parting the Red Sea. We're talking about the real deal before such thing as Africa. Yeah, Publius Cornelius Scipio Africanus.
A Nefer, life-giving river, happy, and a pantheon of Neteru that make the Greek Olympians look like a bunch of amateurs.
We're talking Neteru with jackal heads, cat heads, ibis heads. Basically, if it had a head, it was respected and honored for its work and worshipped as such according to Maat.
And the fashion? Don't even get me started, brah. Beautiful linen wraps, elaborate wigs, eyeliner. Everything the followers of Maat did was practical and ritualistic in nature.
Hey, that kohl was practical. It protected their eyes from Ra's glare and used in rituals. And it looked fabulous.
Sure, fabulous. Anyway, in this world of Netru and mortals, we have our main characters, truth and falsehood. Two brothers as different as night and day.
And let's be honest, the names are a bit on the nose, aren't they? It's like naming your kids Goody and Batty, or Uppy and Downy, Lefty and Righty. Okay, my bad. Let me stop.
Subtlety wasn't exactly their strong suit. But these names are important. They represent fundamental forces, concepts that are central to the entire Kemetic worldview.
Truth, the older brother, is basically the golden boy. Honest, upright, probably did all his chores without complaining.
And he's got this dagger. A poker? Not just any dagger. This is the holy grail of daggers. Forged from a meteorite, they say.
A meteorite? So basically space metal. That's lit.
Totally. And the handle's made from this sacred wood. Probably from some enchanted forest where unicorns hang out.
Yeah, right, unicorns. In Tamiri?
Hey, anything's possible in thought. Yet the Hekaru is really real. And the scabbard? Rumored to be from the tomb of a netter, this dagger is basically a divine artifact.
So, Truth is walking around with this ultimate weapon, and his little brother, Falsehood, is seething with jealousy. And jealousy is a weakness.
Falsehood is the classic younger sibling. Always in Truth's shadow. Always trying to one-up him. And he's a master manipulator, a smooth talker, a snake oil salesman before snake oil was even invented.
This guy could sell sand in the desert. And he decides he wants Truth's power, his status, that sweet, sweet dagger. So what does he do?
Yeah, you see, is there's no sound?
Yes, no sound.
Oh man. See? Hold on. Yes. Let me try it like that. Let me stop screen sharing. Go out.
Here, yes, Atef, this is extremely powerful. So, Hinu to you, this is looking great, super creative. It's funny to hear the one blonde dude say Nepra. Yeah, this is extremely creative, and we can already see the genius and the hard work and creativity that you put into this. So, yeah, let's make this happen. This is gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, he said the smell god. Oh, Chris is going in.
To our great brothers, I'm trying to attach this and send it to you. It's gonna come as a link, I guess, honey.
Okay, did you send it? I don't see a link attached to it. It just says truth.
Okay, I'm trying now. Hold on.
I'm gonna send you great brothers. I found the sound bite, and Atef, you're gonna like it. It's the artist I think that we all like saying, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna send that to you, great brothers. Hopefully you'll like it. It's Nas. It's Speechless. I think his magic album.
To our great brother, it's saying it's the file is too big to send, honey. Won't let me send it on email. Hold on, let me see.
Atef, you might be able to send it in WeTransfer. Try WeTransfer.
Or let me try to do it in the actual program. Let me see. I might could share it like that. Let me see real quick. Yeah, man, it's requiring a lot more computing processing power than my computer can handle, I guess. I'm getting a lot of glitching and freezing, and like I'm in the Matrix, like Saba class last night. Whenever he reaches a new height or begins to talk about certain things, you see certain stuff begin to happen. It's like coincidentally it happens now. Like, okay. Let's see. Okay, it's just loading up. I'm gonna try to send it straight from the program.
Okay.
Saba definitely was having a lot of interference yesterday during pod class.
Yeah, he was on fire yesterday. What did you say? WeTransfer?
Yeah, there's a free if you I think it's WeTransfer.com, and WeTransfer allows you to send big files for free via email. You'll be able to send that to Ani. You'll just be able to pop it right in there, I believe.
Okay, 2 up for that. Yeah, I'm gonna try that because program is taking a while to load up.
To everyone for your patience as sometimes we come across these technical difficulties. And it's a great brothers was speaking about the more we learn how to utilize what we have, it definitely uses a lot of power. So it's another a reason why support and reciprocity is so important, because for us to bring these productions, we have to invest in hardware and the tools needed to be able to do these things. So out to everyone who does support, which allows us to bring these Nefer projects here and allow the creativity to flourish in the name of the Netter. So Tua. So you adding it to WeTransfer, Atef?
Yeah, I'm trying it in WeTransfer and also through the CapCut, whichever one loads up first.
Okay, I emailed you a link to where we can be in the same space in CapCut.
Oh, okay. Let me try that way. That might work faster.
Minku, all right, you there, great brother?
Hotep, yes, I am here.
Yeah, Hotep Hindu, great brother. Just talk to us, great brother, about what's on your Eve, great brother, as so that way there's some there's no blank space while we're trying to get Atef's presentation up to us.
Yes, great brother. I was not to put you on the spot. I was curious if there's an update on when you might be going on Netter. That's something definitely very curious about. If you are willing to share with us that, if not, we could discuss something else.
We can. There's nothing verified yet, but Tua for asking. There's a lot of powerful things that I've been working on and preparing. Tua for asking. But as of right now, there's no definitive date. But we can definitely expect that really anytime. It can definitely be spontaneous too.
Okay, yeah, Nini, great brother, for sharing that. Tua, for your question yesterday on Sabbath Huti's pod class. That was a very powerful class to see Saba teach on something we know he had, knowledge about for a very long time. For him to show the things that he showed is extremely rare, and it was powerful for Saba to also mention and how he timestamps things, because he knows that we know that people are watching, and so he makes a point to let everybody know nobody has been sharing on the hidden hand and the alphabet and things of that, that nature, and for Saba to be able to teach and give us such a powerful answer yesterday was extremely inspirational, as he also showed Fauci, who a lot of us who are very familiar with things that went down in 2020 that I won't get into, but it's very beautiful. It's really interesting how things that we experience, how we are able to, through Saba and through the brothers on this panel, how we're able to, the whole thing, hindsight is 2020, to be able to live through a thing, and then whatever we experience it, and then to be able to actually come into the truth of what actually happened during that time is extremely powerful. But it's also, it's like it's a time warp almost. It's really straight hecka, right? Because even our perception of what we thought Obama was going to do for us and the change that he promised, and then to see, you know what I mean, look like him reaching for, for the blicky. That's kind of what the hidden hand thing looks like. And so to be able to see things that we experience and not knowing what we were experiencing, but then to find out what it really was is extremely powerful. So Hinu Hotep, to you, great brother, for asking that question. Hotep,
yeah, that was extremely powerful. Give y'all an update. So the we transfer is coming through. It's at 18%. The spaces, it says that you have to upgrade. CapCut, it says not enough storage space to upgrade, to upload it to CapCut on your spaces to the house of Atef.
Okay.
So it's coming through on the we transfer, but it's saying it's going to take 10 minutes.
Okay.
To get to you. So yeah, but that hidden hand class that Saba did was extremely powerful. 2 out for that question, man. Saba was on fire. Like that's one of his. When I say that, I feel, it's almost like I'm cheating him, like I'm cheating Saba, because to say like that's one of those classes. I mean, honestly, that's every class. And it's all the information. It's just very, very, very powerful. And then, us being students, long-time students of Saba, a lot of the information he expounds on, a lot of information that we already know, classes that he's already touched on, he touches on them again and goes further in depth. So yeah, it's beautiful, man. I love it. And I'm like I said, I just wanted to learn, and so this is where I ended up. I just wanted the truth. I just wanted to learn something, and now I'm crashing my computer from producing. I don't even know what it is. I don't know. It's page 104 from Egyptian literature. It's a deep dive discussion.
So,
You know, it's
Atef,
beautiful though.
what's the title
Yeah.
again of your teaching? The
Blind and the Truth by
and that's
Falsehood.
that is so
Ancient literature.
yeah that's so relevant because that's exactly what Saba was sharing on different levels of truth, right? That is a lot of truth to reveal, what he always revealed, but especially yesterday's class, for him to share with us, well, I mean, Ani gave us the image of how it's in the Amduat, right? And so how this knowledge and this information goes all the way back to Tamari, right? And then to see what Napoleon did, the efforts that he made, and then to see how it's connected to the Masons, and then to see how it's playing out in this day and time is an extremely amount of truth that he reveals when he teaches.
Yeah, it was very thorough, and that was the longest answer he ever gave, right? It was yeah, that was his longest answer.
Yeah, 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was man, listen, and I was working on my project as I was, in the class and doing some stuff. I had some family stuff going on, but I was blown away, man. I was like, man, Saba's on fire. And I'm like saying to myself, man, I gotta go ahead and hurry up and copy this class, because this is one of them ones, like Ani said, man, when he kept saying, a particular word, like, man, you messing with the algorithm. You know what I mean? Like, I felt it. Like, even though I was doing something else, but I was still there, but just, I could still feel how powerful that class was, because, it's just, what's going on right now, it's just don't make no sense, man. So that was very, very, very nefer. So definitely 2 hours for asking that question, and definitely looking forward to part 2, because you already know it's always more.
And
Always.
you know what, that's so fitting what you're teaching on tonight, because we cannot take the truth for granted, right? Because the power that comes with the truth is undeniable. And so anyone that holds the truth is powerful, and nothing else matters, right? Like your color of your skin or your age or where you live or where you're from doesn't matter if you possess the truth. And so Saba gave us a triple dose of the truth, and that's just an amazing thing. And so as long as truth contains the value that it is, there will always be a battle to keep it from us, and that's why the Matrix deceives. Like he was sharing the alphabet, and that deception and the whole frequency and the vibration of language is so important, and it's just all really relevant. So yeah, Hinutu, the House of ATTON, and Saba Tahuti for what's taking place, because a truth revealer is a very powerful position to be in.
Yep, I agree, Hotep. I totally agree with you, big brother. The Jesse Jim, how's the AU, big brother? We had 50%, Ani. It says 9 minutes. So, but it seemed like it's going faster. The more it gets, it's coming through WeTransfer. I appreciate everyone's patience and time. Cause yeah, I was real frustrated.
Everybody's
this morning
doing
when
nothing. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, great brother. I see you got them.
Can you hear me?
Visuals going on. Yeah, we can hear you, brother. I see you got them visuals going on in the background there. I love it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, for sure. All right, Tua. I have to fix some things. Yeah, Tua, man. Yeah, we changing some things up, man. Switching up some things. I appreciate it. To speak on that, what Saba did yesterday, just to touch on some of that. Yeah, that's another level. That's the level that Saba revealing things that you can watch a clip like that, like that dude, Dr. Pucci or whatever his name was. You can do that and watch that without Saba breaking it down, or people who have no idea what the hidden hand is, and not see nothing. But when you're shown things like this and Saba's revealing things that, change the perspective, you can't unsee it now. Like, it's happening in front of you. And I was telling Gabriella yesterday during the class, I was like, like when you watch the movies to where you see things going on in the kingdom, you see scandal and secret things going on, and it's part of the movie, right? I was like, we not even like your basic people, man, not even those type of people. We the extras. The people, the main character walking by. And those represent those who don't have the ability to see and don't know what's going on. And those are the things that I look at it that way, man. Like, a lot of people really don't know, like, things is going on. And that hidden hand thing, man, it has nothing to do with your race or what country you live in, because they all doing it. And if they all doing it, then that right there in itself, that sparks, that raises the eyebrow. And those are the things that the mind has to comprehend and understand, that like things is more bigger than your 9 to 5. Things are more bigger than whatever you doing on your day to day. These things is real and they serious, and man, that, like Ani say, the alpha beta has them in the spell that they can't see. Silent caves, geez, disappear with no knowledge. They hide their hands, rock, stone, and trees. The illusion is that they feel free. That right there, man. Bro, Saba on one, man, but I'm grateful that we here. I'm grateful that we learning from Saba. That's what I'm grateful for, and I gotta give all gratitude to our Paut, the Naturu. So, Atef Maat.
Atef Maat, say 6 more minutes. It'll be to you on WeTransfer on your email. I sent it to you a few different ways, but do it from the WeTransfer, because I think that was going to be the most complete one, because one of them wasn't really complete. So yeah, that's good news, great brother. Yeah, that was very, very, very And that's what it seems like. The classes are getting more and more powerful, you know, and more and more scary as as time goes on, you know. It's like people don't realize, man. It's like we walking around in a dream, man, in a daze, bro. It's very scary, you know. Just imagine what Saba's not teaching on. You know, like he was dancing around certain subjects yesterday. Like that was and I'm speaking for Saba, and I could be wrong, so I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think that's the PG version. That's the light version of that class. I think that class, that hidden hand class it is a whole lot scarier than you know, than we can even imagine. You know, when you're dealing with, you know, secret societies and malice intent, you know, and manipulation. It's very it's very very, very, very scary what's going on, you know. So yeah, we gotta wake up, man. That's why it's very important that you align yourself with particular frequency. You know, that's why it's important that you speak a certain way, that, you know, the hekau that emanates from you is pure, you know, and is never. Because like Saba pointed out, yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut your bill. I was just gonna say, Dejed, you shared those bars from Ani, and the last part is Ani, after he ends, he says, feel free. And I'm really curious if I really at some point want Ani to shed light on why he said feel free again, because is that a mockery of us feeling free, or is it encouraging us to feel free? It's like that when he said feel free the second time was almost like you could it's left for us to interpret, but I'm wondering what the intent was when Ani said feel free again the second time after that bar, because the illusion is that we live in democratic society and that we're free, but as we learn from what Saba taught, is that's not the actual truth.
Well, I think that's a great question, great brother.
He about to be like this, yeah, stop saying quotes around here.
Because there's a little pause, right? And then he says feel free again, and I know that was intentional.
Yeah, we'll have to I'll have to ask him when I speak with him what that meant, because I don't know. You had some pretty good thoughts on it.
Yeah, art is art is subjective, and sometimes it's good to leave it up for the listener to have their own perspective on it.
Yeah, that's one of those bars that many people don't speak of, and they're called infinite entendres, right? Don't that sound familiar?
Absolutely.
Okay, Ani, you should have it, brother. It just some numbers. It say 10119 MP4 from WeTransfer.
Okay.
And yeah, you know, that's another thing, right? Like the frustration, man, with like doing this is when you don't know what you're doing. For me, I don't know what I'm doing, but I just try to stay in alignment and just, that's how I know I'm doing the right thing. But yeah, I was very frustrated with the programs, you know, and then when I lost some stuff, you know, it's just, when Saba was having the technical difficulties yesterday, I just was like, you know, thinking to myself, you know, this happens to me, you know, and that's part of the matrix. It wants us to stop. It doesn't want us to keep going. It wants us to get frustrated because we live right now, right? And I'm dealing with trying to get my thing to play, and I completed it. You know, so yeah, I appreciate all the supporters. I appreciate all you great brothers. Definitely appreciate my great Saba. Yeah, hopefully you can get it working, great brother.
Atef.
I don't know if I need to send you this link. Yes.
Atef, I just wanted to share something.
You got it.
And you're right in alignment with the part EE and the Netaru, because when you're creating, you're experimenting, right? And then a lot of what made Tamari what it is mystery and Heka. So you do know what you're doing because you're experimenting, you're creating. There's an element of mystery and there's an element of Heka, which is what the Netaru did.
You're
being a netter.
Yeah, listen, that's the goal, great brother. But you know, a lot of times it doesn't feel that way, and this is what's so nefer, is that part of being a netter is the challenge. That's what, you know, that's the Herupa Hute. You're gonna have to fight. Like, that's the thing. But what are you fighting? You know, are you fighting the Isfet, or are you know what I mean? So, cause bro, going into this, like I'm telling everybody, I just want to learn. I'm just trying to learn about my culture. I didn't have no idea I'm going to be sharing what I learned with people, you know, on the internet live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
And then, you know, doing the readings and just, you know, that wasn't part of the plan.
Good
in my
evening, ladies
mind.
and gentlemen. Welcome back to another
but
wonderful show.
Apparently it was.
My name is
because
Cynthia Sudo, and our
being in
hosts for
alignment and
tonight,
being on
Matthew
this
Mythology
frequency
and the wonderful
is what I'm
Christina, the
supposed to be
Christian
doing.
Christensen.
So this is what this entails.
Atef will be reading
You
ancient
know,
Egyptian literature.
Because I
Get
get
out your
lost,
pen
man,
and
in the
pad.
rabbit hole. This is why I asked the brother. I was like, how do you know when to stop? Because I could still be working on this. I could still be, and the story is short. It's only like a page and a half this is a short story, right? But I could still be working on it. And that's the thing, what the people are saying. So what the people see might look, I don't know how it looked to people, but the behind the scenes, what it takes to create that, it's a lot. And it's a lot of research. So
It's
like, if you
science.
listen to what they're saying, pay attention to what, pay attention to what they're saying, because it's a lot of research that's going into the dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot of work, man, and it get frustrating at times because I don't know how to work all the programs, and I'm using. When you see the presentation, I can't even tell you how many different programs I'm using. It's a gumbo. Did you get it, good brother? Did you get the link?
Yes, I have it. I
Okay.
have it. And,
Yeah, but it's a lot go into it behind the scenes. So you know, I appreciate everybody's support, because it could be very frustrating.
Good evening, ladies and
'cause
gentlemen.
now
Welcome back to another wonderful
video.
show.
I don't even know what it's called.
My name
Video
is Cynthia
editor.
Sudo.
Like, I'm
Good
editing
evening,
video.
ladies and
And I'm having fun doing it, and I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And then I'm learning the programs. I'm learning, trying to, how am I gonna bring it forth? Man, listen, I love it though, because I don't know what I'm doing, and it keeps me on my toes. It keeps me growing. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay in alignment. Atef, align the frequency. So yeah, great brothers. Yeah, for you great brothers and all of you, all of your motivation and what everyone is bringing forth, because it's definitely not easy, and I definitely know the work that it takes to be consistent and to do something every week.
How did that take care? How did that take place? How was it able to be created? So everything that we're creating is straight heck up.
Yeah. All right, let's go, good brother. Let's go. Waiting on you.
Another wonderful show. My name is Cynthia Sudo, and our hosts for tonight Matthew Mythology and the wonderful Christina the Christian Christensen. Atef will be reading ancient Egyptian literature. Get out your pen and pad and let's listen into the show.
Hotep Netter, welcome back. Truth's point is, it's so obvious.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another wonderful show. My name is Cynthia Sudo, and our hosts for tonight Matthew Mythology and the wonderful Christina the Christian Christensen. Atef will be reading ancient Egyptian literature. Get out your pen and pad and let's listen into the show.
Hotep Netter, welcome back, truth seekers and dug diggers. You've tuned into Digging for the Truth. You dig, the only podcast that dares to ask the questions Google is too afraid to answer. Dig me? I'm Matthew Mythology, and my co-host, the lovely Nefer Christina, the Christian Christensen.
And today we're embarking on a journey. Not just any journey, mind you. We're going back in time, way, way back to a land of pharaohs, pyramids, and apparently a shocking amount of sibling rivalry. The smell god Atef will read the story from ancient Egyptian literature by William Kelly Simpson. Page 104 later on in the show.
That's right, folks. We're diving deep into the blinding of truth by Falsehood. A story so old, it makes your grandma's antique collection look like it just rolled off the assembly line.
But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's set the stage. Imagine, if you will, ancient Temeri, not the Hollywood so-called Egypt version with Charlton Heston parting the Red Sea. We're talking about the real deal before such thing as Africa. Yeah, Publius Cornelius Scipio Africanus.
A Nefer, life-giving river, happy, and a pantheon of Neteru that make the Greek Olympians look like a bunch of amateurs.
We're talking Neteru with jackal heads, cat heads, ibis heads. Basically, if it had a head, it was respected and honored for its work and worshipped as such according to Maat.
And the fashion? Don't even get me started, brah. Beautiful linen wraps, elaborate wigs, eyeliner. Everything the followers of Maat did was practical and ritualistic in nature.
Hey, that kohl was practical. It protected their eyes from Ra's glare and used in rituals. And it looked fabulous.
Sure, fabulous. Anyway, in this world of Netru and mortals, we have our main characters, Truth and Falsehood. Two brothers as different as night and day.
And let's be honest, the names are a bit on the nose, aren't they? It's like naming your kids Goody and Batty, or Uppy and Downy, Lefty and Righty. Okay, my bad. Let me stop.
Subtlety wasn't exactly their strong suit. But these names are important. They represent fundamental forces, concepts that are central to the entire Kemetic worldview.
Truth, the older brother, is basically the golden boy. Honest, upright, probably did all his chores without complaining.
And he's got this dagger. A poker? Not just any dagger. This is the holy grail of daggers. Forged from a meteorite, they say.
A meteorite? So basically space metal. That's lit.
Totally. And the handle's made from this sacred wood. Probably from some enchanted forest where unicorns hang out.
Yeah, right, unicorns. In Tamiri?
Hey, anything's possible in thought. Yet the Hekaru is really real. And the scabbard? Rumored to be from the tomb of a netter, this dagger is basically a divine artifact.
So, Truth is walking around with this ultimate weapon, and his little brother, Falsehood, is seething with jealousy. And jealousy is a weakness.
Falsehood is the classic younger sibling, always in Truth's shadow, always trying to one-up him. And he's a master manipulator, a smooth talker, a snake oil salesman before snake oil was even invented.
This guy could sell sand in the desert, and he decides he wants Truth's power, his status, that sweet, sweet dagger. So what does he do?
He launches a smear campaign that would make modern politicians blush. He goes to the Ennead, the Council of the Neteru, and starts spreading rumors.
The Ennead, by the way, was copied to get today's Marvel Avengers.
And Falsehood accuses Truth of all sorts of crazy stuff. We're talking treason, heresy, some serious hating was going on.
The horror.
The Ennead, for some reason, buys it all hook, line, and sinker. Maybe they were having a bad day. Maybe Falsehood slipped them some Diddy juice in their beer and cakes. Did he or didn't he?
Later they are fooled by an ox with non-realistic characteristics, and that is an animal they must see every day.
Whatever the reason, they decide to punish Truth in the most brutal way possible. They blind him.
And we're not just talking about a physical blinding. This is symbolic. In ancient Kemet, blindness was associated with spiritual darkness, with being cut off from the Neteru.
It's like the ultimate punishment. And to add insult to injury, they make Truth his brother's doorman. Talk about a fall from grace. Like a hold du boy out this piece. I'm the boss, Jack. I'm your daddy now. You do as I say. I own you, you my child. Jack's son.
So, Truth is blind, humiliated, and working for the guy who ruined his life. But even in this state, he doesn't lose his integrity.
That's right. He's still Truth, even when he can't see. And that's where Lady N enters the picture.
Lady N, a mysterious woman who finds Truth in his exile. We don't know much about her, but she's clearly a woman of discerning taste. And she's not afraid of a little scandal.
They fall in love, have a son, and this kid is basically born for revenge, but with a serious grudge against his uncle. Love the red hair, by the way, Christina.
Tua, Matthew, for your kind words, and this kid is a strategic genius. He knows he can't just challenge Falsehood directly. He needs to expose him to show the Ennead the truth. So he hatches this elaborate plan.
Involving an ox, but not just any ox. This ox is so ridiculously over the top. It's basically a walking, mooing, glitter-farting piece of performance art.
We're talking solid gold horns, a tail made of rainbows, and according to some interpretations, the ability to produce magical fertilizer.
The point is, it's so obviously fake that only someone as arrogant as Falsehood would fall for it.
The kid presents this ox to Falsehood, claiming it's a gift for him, and Falsehood, blinded by greed, claims it's his. He's probably already planning on selling rides on it or something. And the Ennead is there watching.
And bam, the trap is sprung. Falsehood has just outed himself as a liar. The kid calls him out, and it all comes crashing down.
The Ennead finally sees Falsehood for who he is, and boy, are they mad. They reverse the punishment, giving Falsehood the blindness and humiliation he inflicted on Truth.
And that, my friends, is justice, ancient Kemetic style. But this story isn't just about personal revenge. It's about something much bigger.
It's about Maat, the Naturt, the very fabric of the universe.
Maat is everything that holds the cosmos together. Truth, justice, balance, order. She's the cosmic glue. Unreal. No.
And every lie, every act of deception, is a tear in that fabric. It disrupts the balance.
Think of it like a cosmic Jenga tower. Every lie is like pulling out a block. Eventually, the whole thing's gonna come crashing down.
And in the afterlife, Maat is the ultimate judge. Your heart is weighed against her feather. Too heavy with sin? Chomp! You get eaten by Ammit, the soul-devouring demon.
So, what can we learn from this epic tale of truth, lies, and talking oxen?
Well, for one thing, don't mess with your siblings, especially if they have a magical dagger.
And maybe, just maybe, be wary of anyone who promises you a glitter-farting ox.
But on a more serious note, this story is a powerful reminder of the importance of truth, even in a world that seems to reward deception.
It's a call to be critical thinkers, to question what we're told, and to stand up for what's right, even when it's hard.
Because ultimately, the truth will come out. It may take time, it may take a talking ox, but it will come out. The great Saba Tehuti, Amun, Hotep, Ra taught his students people may try to hide the truth, but they can't make it go away, so you should stay digging, you dig me, Hinu.
And that, my friends, is the story of the blinding of truth by falsehood. A tale as relevant today as it was 3,000 years ago.
I am Christina, the Christian Christensen. Join us next time on Digging for the Truth, when we'll be delving into the mysteries of the temples, the curse of the pharaohs, and whether or not aliens taught the followers of Maat how to build the Akuls. You know those giant triangles people foolishly call pyramids.
I'm Matthew Mythology. This is Digging for the Truth. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and always question the ox. Shout out to the House of ATTON. You better keep teaching like that. Hotep, I am done.
Don't nobody really want no smoke.
The Blinding of Truth by Falsehood, an examination of sibling rivalry, justice, and Mayat. The Blinding of Truth by Falsehood, also known as the Tale of Truth and Falsehood, is an ancient Egyptian story from the 19th dynasty of the New Kingdom period. It is found on papyrus Chester Beatty II and narrates the dispute that occurs between Maat, truth, his unnamed son, and falsehood, the ancient source. This compelling narrative comes from the papyrus Chester Beatty II, a remarkable manuscript dating to the 19th dynasty of Egypt's New Kingdom period. The allegorical conflict. The story depicts the eternal struggle between truth and falsehood, portrayed through a dramatic tale of sibling rivalry and revenge. The concept of Maat. At its core, the narrative explores the Kemetic concept of Ma'at, the fundamental principle of balance, harmony, and justice in ancient Kemetic philosophy. Papyrus Chester Beatty II. The papyrus on which the tale was found is known as Papyrus Chester Beatty II. It dates to the New Kingdom's 19th dynasty, and there does not seem to be disagreement about this date, as many scholarly sources agree on this date. Papyrus is also created from the plant of the same name and can be carbon dated because it is organic matter. Strudwick 484. It is written in hieratic script, the simplified cursive form of hieroglyphics. Strudwick 482. Papyrus Chester Beatty II was found in fragments at Thebes in Upper Egypt, and like most discoveries found at Thebes, it is mostly religious with political overtones. It was donated to the British Museum in 1930 and has been there ever since, but it is not on display. Collection object details, Papyrus Chester Beatty II. The narrative of truth and falsehood. The dispute. The narrative unfolds with truth, a personification of the Atef Maat, being unjustly blinded by his younger brother Falsehood due to a dispute over a fantastical dagger. Truth's abandonment. Following a series of events that include Truth's abandonment and miraculous rescue, his son emerges as a key figure who cleverly avenges his father. The Ennead's judgment. Truth's son exposes falsehood's lies before the Ennead, a council of Neteru. Restoration of Mayat. Ultimately, the story culminates in falsehood's punishment and the restoration of Maat, the principle of cosmic order and balance. The Nile Valley concept of Ma'at. Symbol of Ma'at. Maat is often depicted as a Nefer young woman with an ostrich feather adorning her head. Cosmic balance. Mayat embodies truth, balance, order, harmony, law, morality, and justice.
Universal regulation. The followers of Maat believed that Mayat regulated the stars, the cyclical flow of seasons, and the actions of both mortals and deities. Ethical principles. Ma'at represented the ethical and moral principles that every citizen was expected to uphold in their daily lives. Ma'at was not merely an abstract concept, it represented the ethical and moral principles that every citizen was expected to uphold in their daily lives. This involved acting with honor and truthfulness in all matters, whether concerning family, community, nation, the environment, or interactions with Neteru. The Neteru exist. The social dimension of Ma'at. Interconnectedness. Integral to the concept of Ma'at is its inherent social dimension, emphasizing harmony between and amongst Neteru and human beings. This interconnectedness between the divine and the mortal realms underscores the importance of upholding Maat in all aspects of life. Divine alignment. By living in accordance with Maat, citizens of Tameri believed they were living in alignment with the divine order and contributing to the stability and prosperity of their society. Ma'at versus Isfet. In Kemetic philosophy, the universe exists as a constant tension between two opposing forces: Ma'at, order, truth, and justice, and Isfet, chaos, falsehood, and disorder. Ma'at, order, represents cosmic harmony, truth, balance, and justice, associated with life, growth, and prosperity, maintained through ritual, proper conduct, and ethical behavior. Isfet, chaos, embodies disorder, untruth, injustice, and imbalance, connected to destruction, suffering, and spiritual decay. Manifests through wrongdoing, corruption, and violation of natural order. The perpetual struggle between these forces plays out not only in cosmic events, but in daily human choices and actions, making every individual responsible for maintaining universal harmony. Sibling rivalry and the struggle for justice. The dispute. Conflict over a magnificent dagger belonging to falsehood. Falsehood's petition. Falsehood petitions the Ennead to punish truth. Truth's blinding. Truth is blinded and forced to become falsehood's doorkeeper. Truth's rescue. Truth is rescued by Lady N and becomes her doorkeeper. Justice stored. Truth's son exposes falsehood, leading to his punishment. Parallels with other Nile Valley stories. Heru and Seth. The theme of sibling rivalry in The Blinding of Truth by Falsehood resonates with other prominent Kemetic stories, most notably the conflict between Heru and Seth. Heru, the falcon-headed Neteru, and Seth, the god of chaos and disorder, were locked in a bitter struggle for the throne of Tameri after the murder of Ausar, their father. Symbolic imagery. Both narratives utilize symbolic imagery and dramatic events to convey deeper meanings about the nature of good and evil, order and chaos. This story, like The Blinding of Truth by Falsehood, involves a power struggle between brothers and the eventual triumph of justice and order. Cross-cultural comparisons. They not like us. The themes of revenge and justice, central to The Blinding of Truth by Falsehood, all started with Nile Valley culture and the followers of Mayat. Similar narratives were copied, can be found in various cultures across the world. For instance, The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas tells the story of a man who meticulously plans and executes revenge on those who wronged him. Shakespeare's Hamlet provides another compelling example where the protagonist grapples with the moral dilemmas of avenging his father's murder. These cross-cultural comparisons highlight the universality of these themes and their enduring relevance in human storytelling. Nile Valley culture has influenced humanity since the beginning of time itself. They, not like us. Blindness and sight in Egyptian symbolism. Symbolic weight of blinding. The act of blinding truth carries significant symbolic weight in the narrative. In story, blindness was often associated with divine punishment and a state of uncertainty and darkness. Suppression of truth. By blinding truth, falsehood attempts to suppress the power of truth and disrupt the cosmic order. This act can be seen as a metaphorical representation of Isfet, the force of chaos, temporarily obscuring Maat and plunging the world into a state of imbalance. Restoration of sight. The eventual restoration of truth's sight, along with falsehood's punishment, signifies the triumph of Mayat and the re-establishment of balance. Interpretations and analysis. Allegorical nature. Scholars emphasize the story's moral message about truth and justice. Political implications. Some suggest the story may have legitimized Ramesses II's reign. Gender roles. The portrayal of women reflects changing social values. Social values. The narrative reinforces the importance of Maat in maintaining order. The blinding of truth by falsehood is a rich and multi-layered narrative that offers valuable insights into Nile Valley culture. The story's exploration of sibling rivalry, justice, and the concept of Maat, personified, resonates and reflects the fundamental values of ancient Nile Valley culture. Through its engaging plot and profound themes, it continues to captivate and intrigue readers and scholars alike, providing a window into the moral, social, and religious values of ancient Kemetic culture. The term Chester Beatty Papyri can also generally refer to the collection of manuscripts that Alfred Chester Beatty acquired over his lifetime, which include non-biblical papyri, such as the Chester Beatty Medical Papyrus.
The blinding of truth by falsehood. In Kemetic text and iconography, the concept of truth is regularly personified as the Atef Maat, the daughter of Ra. In this story, however, truth is conceived of as a male who was blinded at his brother Falsehood's behest because of circumstances not quite clear involving truth's treatment of a dagger that belonged to falsehood. The theme of sibling rivalry is reminiscent of the Heru and Seth feud and the tale of the two brothers. In none of these stories is the antagonist totally annihilated, but rather a resolution is effected so that a harmonious situation is achieved with the elimination of further strife. Such a resolution of conflicting opposites is typical in Kemet and reflects the application of the principle of Ma'at, which embraces the concepts of balance and harmony as well as truth. One's appreciation of this short story would be enhanced if its beginning were preserved. The conclusion and juridical aspects of the dispute are discussed by A. Theodorides in RDE 21, 1969, 85 to 105. And went the Ennead a dagger, of which the mountain of El forms the blade, of which the woods of Coptos form the haft, of which the god's tomb forms the scabbard, and of which the herds of cow form the belt. Then falsehood said to the Ennead, Let truth be brought and blinded in both his eyes, and assigned to be doorkeeper of my house. The Ennead then did according to all that he said. Now many days after this, Falsehood raised his eyes to have a look, and he observed the exemplariness of Truth, his elder brother. Falsehood said to Truth's 2 servants, Now abduct your master, and cast him to a vicious lion that has many lionesses as mates, and they shall devour him. So they abducted him. Now as they were going up carrying him, Truth told his servants, Don't abduct me, but put someone else in place of me. One of you go to town and find me a bit of bread. So the servant went that he might tell Falsehood. When we left him, a lion came out from thee and devoured him Now many days after this, the lady came out of her house with her retinue clad, and they saw him Truth lying under a thicket, and saw how handsome he was, there being none like him in the entire land. Then they went to where the lady N was, and said, Come along with us so that you can see the blind man left lying under the thicket. He should be fetched and assigned to be doorkeeper of our house. The lady N said to her, You shall go to fetch him that I may see him. And she went and fetched him. Then the lady N saw him, and she desired him intensely when she saw how handsome he was in all his body. He went to bed with her that night and had sexual intercourse with her. So she became pregnant that very night with a baby boy. Now many days after this, she gave birth to a son, whose like did not exist in this entire land, for he was big in a being, in the nature of a young god. He was sent to school and mastered writing very well, and he practiced all the arts of war, so that he even surpassed his older schoolmates who were at school with him. His schoolmates said to him, Whose son are you? You don't have a father. And they would revile him and mock him, You don't really have a father. So the boy said to his mother, What's my father's name that may tell it to my schoolmates? For if they speak with me, Where is your father? They keep saying to me and mocking me. His mother said to him, Do you see that blind man who is sitting next to the door? He's your father. So she said, answering him. Then he said to her, The members of your family ought to be gathered together and made to summon a crocodile. And the boy brought his father and had him sit down on a chair supporting him, and he placed a footstool under his feet. And he put food before him and let him eat and drink. The boy said to his father, Who was it that blinded you, so that may avenge you? And he answered him, It was my younger brother who blinded me. And he told him all that had happened to him. He set out to avenge his father and took along 10 loaves, a staff, a pair of sandals, a water skin, and a sword. And he fetched an ox of very beautiful appearance, and went to where Falsehood's herdsman was. He said to him, Now take for yourself these 10 loaves, as well as this staff, this water skin, this sword, and this pair of sandals, and keep watch over this ox for me until I return from town. Now many days after this, his ox completed many months in the charge of Falsehood's herdsman. Then Falsehood went to the fields to inspect his cattle, and he saw that that ox belonging to the boy was exceedingly beautiful in appearance. He said to his herdsman, Give me that ox that I may eat it. But the herdsman told him, It isn't mine, so I won't be able to give it to you. Then Falsehood said to him, See, all my cattle are in your charge. Give one of them to its owner. The boy learned that Falsehood had appropriated his ox, and he came to where Falsehood's herdsman was, and said to him, Where is my ox? I don't see it among your cattle. Then the herdsman said to him, All the cattle are at your disposition. Take for yourself the one you want. The boy then said to him, Is there an ox as large as my own ox? If it should stand on the island of Ammon, the tip of its tail would be lying upon the papyrus marshes, while one of its horns would be on the western mountain, and the other on the eastern mountain, and the great river would be its resting place, while 60 calves are born to it daily. The herdsman said to him, Is there an ox as large as the one you've described? So the boy seized hold of him and took him off to where Falsehood was. And he took Falsehood to the tribunal before the Ennead. They said to the boy, "What you have said is false. We've never seen an ox as large as the one you've described." The boy then said to the Ennead, "Is there a dagger as large as the one you described, of which the mountain of El forms the blade, of which the woods of Coptos form the haft, of which the god's tomb forms the scabbard, and of which the herds of Cal form the belt?" Then he told the Ennead, "Judge between truth and falsehood. I am his true son. It is in order to avenge him that I have come." Then Falsehood took an oath by the Lord, Ankh Uja Saneb, saying, "By Ammon and by the ruler, Ankh Uja Saneb, if truth be found alive, I shall be blinded in both my eyes, and assigned to be doorkeeper in the house of truth." Then the boy took the Ennead to where his father was, and he was found still alive. So severe punishment was inflicted upon Falsehood. He was smitten with 100 blows and 5 open wounds, blinded in both his eyes, and assigned to be doorkeeper in the house of truth. And so the boy avenged his father, and the dispute between truth and falsehood was settled. Thus it concludes, happily and successfully.
They forget that we the real champions around here.
Come join us, House of ATTON, Ancient Tahuti and Teachings of Natiru. Back to the source, we the original Axemen. Hotep, great brothers. What did y'all think?
About Ma'at, and that's very nefer. Feel like we definitely need repetition and learning and hearing about Ma'at. So that was extremely creative, extremely powerful. So to a great brother for putting together the Heka that you put together, the mystery, the Heka, the experimentation. That is how new inventions come to fruition. Just sifting through, you know what I mean, what we can create. The alchemy is so important. Being a mad scientist is not fun. Trying to figure things out, because sometimes there's no instruction manual. So Hinu Hotep to you, great brother, for putting together that powerful story from the Neteru.
Nini, great brother, I appreciate you. You know, I'm just trying to learn something. And yeah, that was The Blinding of Truth and Falsehood. Page 104, Ancient Egyptian Literature by William Kelly Simpson.
Hey, peace, Hotep. First, shouts out to you, Atef. Definitely have me over here rolling, talking about your dig.
Let me share something with y'all, right? Watch this. Go ahead and talk. I'm gonna pull something up while you talk. You on mute, brother, if you talk.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. All right, bet. Yeah, that was definitely brought some laughter to my eve. I definitely enjoy when you do the little interview radio, little conversation. Those are always lighten the mood and, you know what I mean, get everybody's focus ready. But to you, great brother, definitely wonderful read. I do remember reading that one as well. There's always some hating, man. No matter what, man, there's always somebody that wants yours. There's always somebody that's trying to come in and take what's not theirs, man. So, but like, my art always prevails at the end of the day. Definitely like that reading, great brother. To you. Hey, Tua, for just standing firm on what you brought to the table, regardless of the matter. Tua, for you for still standing firm, presenting it, and at the end of the day, it all still works out, right? It all still here. No, you brought no excuses to the table. You just told exactly how it went down, what what took place, and boom, here we go. Let's roll. So, to you, great brother, for your consistency and your love. Shouts out to you, great brother. You on mute, Atef.
To our great brother, I say, yeah, it's a lot that go into it. It's a lot of mistakes that I saw that I did that I couldn't correct, that I was already too far gone, and it's a lot, man. I know you know, brother, because you know we all do the same thing. You know, I'm grateful for my family, you know, for the support, you know, of them understanding, you know, the frequency that we on and what we bringing forth. Yeah, and that's just it. Just staying aligned with my art, you know, and trying to add that, just getting creative in the way that I present, you know. And I'm glad you enjoyed the comedy aspect of it. I tried to, you know, I try to incorporate it as much as possible, to an extent, you know, but that's not even them talking. That's not even the way, like, that's, let me see. Can you hear this? Tell me, can you hear this? Can you hear this? Can you hear that?
No.
Oh, I gotta share my screen. It's not on the mic, but that's not even they real voice, man. Like, that really sounds, that's the second voice. But, you know, have you I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Yeah, there's layers to it. There's layers to it.
There's a lot of layers to it. I'm like, okay. But I love it, though. I enjoy it. I really do. Because, like I said, I get lost in the rabbit hole just trying to find information on trying to find the papyrus, what museum is in, when was it discovered, you know, who is Chester Betty, you know, I want to know everything. So, you know, it's fun for me. But Tua, I'm glad you appreciate it, great brother.
Sir, you already know.
No, Hotep, can I be heard? Mic check.
We can hear you now, great brother.
Okay. Hotep, great brother. Tua for that. And the time and energy that you put into creating that. Yeah, I could definitely see the expansion of creativity. And yeah, I don't know what the Dig for the Truth podcast, what filter you ran that through, but you gave them a little spice. Yeah, that was phenomenal. Great brother, and what's the male's name?
Matthew Mythology.
Yeah, Matthew Mythology was talking crazy. That was hilarious. Yeah, that was a phenomenal addition to your creations here. Let's see. Don't get me started, brah.
Yeah. Yes, oh, you caught that. Okay. Yeah, he said a lot of things I didn't know people thought.
Yeah, he was going in. He was not playing. I was like, oh yeah, he was feeling himself. Even in the middle of the conversation, just start complimenting Cynthia. Cynthia, I love your hair, baby. You look great. The red hair look great on you. That was funny. But yes, and then leading into the actual story, it's a very powerful teaching, very short, but very powerful and potent. And we went through this Sebaid in my fundamental class for the Karu, and this is a very powerful story, and showcasing. Metaphorically, right, through the teachings of truth and falsehood. And that word falsehood there is Gareg, like a GRG transliteration. And another story of avenging, right, the child of truth avenging Ma'at. You know, because Ma'at exists, Gareg, Isfet, all of these words exist as well. So, you know, to be able to, you know, document it within a story like this, and of course, Ma'at, meaning to see, to examine, is what's taken, right? So it's a very powerful story, very deep, and I love the writings of the great ancestors. So to our great brother for putting visuals to it, creating narrative around it. Yeah, the Too Many Buttons Productions is just, man, learning them buttons, you can tell. So Hinu and Hotep to you, great brother, for your creativity and for your consistency in bringing forward these presentations.
Dinia, great brother, definitely a big motivation and inspiration, always have been. So I appreciate you and all the work that you do, motivating us and inspiring us, teaching us, guiding us. So yeah, Hinu to you, great brother. Yeah, Matthew is, that's not even the real Matthew. That's not the real Matthew or the real Christina. But I had to do what I had to do with what I had. So the real Matthew and Christina are really, they have a lot more personality. You could tell. But, you know, as I progress with the programs, because it's so much behind the scenes, man. It's so much learning, aspect ratios, and creating the fit, like how you said, hold on, log on, so I could line it up. Yeah, I understand a little bit, bro. It's a lot. So Hotep, Hinu to you and all the work that you do in your presentation. Definitely looking forward to more Scribal sessions, the expansion, Sonetta. Yeah, and you know what we do here, I'm, you know, just trying to echo the tones of the Netter. So I really appreciate all the supporters everyone in the chat. Shout out to you, Angela Gates, too, for that. Yeah, great brother, the Jed. I see you. I see your visuals in the background expanding.
I already know.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The great brother Minku say he gonna be learning some new programs. So definitely look forward to the House of ATTON while we bring it forth. Hotep Enu.
Hotep Enu. So yes, to everyone for being here, and for hitting the like button, and please send in your support. Links are pinned to the top. They're also in the bio. Support what this great brother just brought forward for us and the House of ATTON. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So I'll be refreshing the email and gathering together everyone's support, so I can show that on the screen here. So we'll give a few moments for that. Too Many Button Productions. Yeah.
Definitely a lot of buttons, definitely a lot of filters. I wouldn't even play, and Tua for helping me out for for playing it. It definitely played better. And then as you're playing it, I'm looking, I'm like, that's not the version that I did. And then I go in my files and I'm looking, I'm like, oh, okay, it's different. But yeah, Tua for helping me out, man. Holding me up. I'm gonna have to figure out how to play it, without it lagging. But as we advance, we'll figure it out, because that's what we do. We're growing and expanding. So we'll definitely figure that out as we go. Because I think it's definitely, like I say, using more processing power. So I guess to play it, I don't know. We'll figure it out though. But yeah, Tua for helping me out, great brother.
Yes, Nini. Yes, Nini. You're very welcome. And yeah, it just comes down to what you were speaking about. It's more so, with what all we're doing on the software side, it just takes up a lot of memory and processing power. So, we're having to update the hardware as well, and the updates on that is actually great. Everything's improving, and price point is actually going down for some of the new updated hardware, like GPU, graphics processing unit, that allows you to see what you're seeing on your screen. It's called a GPU. They're definitely advancing to be able to handle, especially when you start getting into AI. Definitely takes a lot of power. So absolutely, Tua for continuing even through this, through learning that, still staying consistent with it, to bring forth a completed project like that. Takes a lot.
A great brother.
Yes, absolutely.
It does. It's fun though. It does get fun, because I'm discovering new ways to please the netter. To show forth. To give my reciprocity. That's how I view it, as that. I view it as reciprocity. Hotep, every time I represent, because I feel like it's my responsibility to, represent my art, defend my art, and share, be willing to share the truth with the world, be willing to share, what I'm learning that's benefiting my ka, my ba, my family, So I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's very, very, very challenging, and I'm when I say I don't know what's going on, I really don't. I don't know how to use none of the programs. I really don't. But it's fun learning, because that's how you expand. That's how you get better. And that's how you, practice. And then what are you practicing? Are you practicing something that's helping you? So yeah, this is beautiful, man. I love it.
Yes, I agree 1000%, great brother. Absolutely. Getting them those reps. It's a beautiful thing. I'm looking forward to when you do say, I know exactly what's going on, because if with what you're doing right now, and that's the, you know what I mean. So there's gonna come a point where, and I look forward to that day and this beautiful journey, that we're taking, to get to that type of level. Okay, let me check the support here, and I also will post a link if anyone would like to come up. Again, to everyone for supporting. We appreciate you all.
Yeah, honey, I ain't know it was gonna be like this, bro. I ain't know it was video edited and sound production and photo. I don't even know what you call that. Photo producing. I don't know. What is it? Visuals, visual production. I don't even know what do you call it.
It's all of that. It's definitely all of that. And that's another great reason why sometimes just getting into something is good, because if you know what all of what it's going to entail, it can actually deter you from getting into it. He's like, I didn't know I was, none of us knew came onto the pod class. It's just amazing to be able to look back and just put myself back in that time, and knowing, what I want to see for myself, and, and just the work being put inconsistently, right? Even leading up to the pod class, and just knowing something is taking place, and just allowing the pa'ut to guide, right? So it's a beautiful thing when you know that there's hidden hands working with you, versus if you're not aware of that, right? It's a different movement that you have with that type of racket. There's the link to come up on the panel if anyone wants to hit the link.
I'm looking at the jazz background. It's fire, man. I'm loving them visuals back there. Yeah, hit the link. Come join us. Come on the panel. Come tell us what you think of the presentation. getting better and better, learning more and more, learning how to create animations. They know I would be creating cartoons or whatever. I don't even know what to call it, man. I just pick a story and just start exploring that, reading, and just who, what, where, when, why, and how. My next story is I think it's Astarte. Just digging deep into the literature, just digging. That's really what it is, just digging. And then the way I learned it prompted that, along with the technology and what's coming out. How can I use the technology to learn? Because I had to ask my brothers. I was like, when do you stop? Like, how do you know when to stop? Because for me, I'm still working on this project. I'm still working on this in my mind, right? Even though I messed up and there's some things I needed to fix, but even before that, I'm still working on it. I'm still working on the last one. It's like I had to ask them, like, how do you know when to stop? Because I'm steady digging. And then with the last two stories I read, there wasn't a lot of information about them. So you'll find stories. What I'm finding now is I'm finding stories or things, literature that there's only one copy of, or it's fragmented. It's put together from many different pieces of the same story, so they're on different papyruses. I didn't know none of that before I started this, and that's good information for me because I want to know that. So some stories that I read, there's a lot of information about, and then some stories I read is very little. But the stories that I read, and it's not a lot, it just prompts me to keep digging. Why? Where is it at? What am I missing? What's so important about this? So just that aspect in itself is beautiful for me because everything I find is like a treasure, So yeah, when I find a picture or an artifact, and then like for you great brothers, and for Saba, especially Saba and Ani, when they start showing, stuff, and I'm like, it's so many beautiful artifacts and stuff that it's infinite, man. Our ancestors left behind a treasure trove of information and stuff for us to learn and grow and utilize. So, I enjoy it. I enjoy when I see what other people are bringing forth too. I really enjoy it. So, two out to all the supporters, two out to my great brothers with what they're doing in their presentations in the House of ATTON. And most of all, especially two out to our great master teacher, Saba Tahuti Amen Hotep Ra, Hotep Inu to you.
Okay, Hotep. Let me go to share screen. All right, here we are. So first we'll start with Amun and Amunet, who sends in $10 for Hinu Orsin Atef for your consistency. The Hinu Fist Min Ma'at. Dua Amun and Amunet. Appreciate both of you. Tua for your consistency and for the works and for the support that you give to the House of ATTON. Hotep Hinu. And next we have Kathy Buys supporting the House of ATTON, $20 for support. And this is, she actually is Karu and someone who is brought in by Nefertatanet. So Tua for your support consistently. Kathy, appreciate you. And for appreciating the House of ATTON, Hinu. All right, we have Nukpu, who sends in 333 for Hotep Nefer Neter, Atef Sakim, Uncle Jaseneb, Marie, Ib, Shu, Ma'at. Hotep Marie to the great Nukpu. Appreciate you, great brother. Tua for your consistency as well. And always supporting every class, great brother, and for participating in all that we bring forward. Hotep to you. All right, and next we have Basatut Maka Aksafet, great brother, who sends in 2072 for Hotep 12625. Dua, Too Many Buttons Productions. Hotep to the great Basatut Maka Aksafet. Hinu to you, great brother. Tua for your consistency and always supporting. Yes, Hinu. And that is the Maru for this week's Sunday class here at the House of ATTON. And we appreciate those of you who do support what we're doing. Appreciate you all. Uncle Jasenet.
You better keep teaching like this.
Come join us. Ancient Tahuti and teachers in the tier.
I was
Back
like,
to the source, with the original
they
Axeman.
really.
I don't even know what's going on no more.
Is that game?
How dare you? That's Esco. That's Nas, baby. Nas, baby. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. He must have heard you saying that, Atef. He's like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what's happening.
I don't even know what's going on no more. I don't even know what's happening, man.
Hotep to the house of ATTON. Yeah, two of great brothers for making that sound bite.
The great brother Ani with the new soundboard.
That's not a soundboard he got. That's a whole production studio, movie studio over there.
Yeah, I saw the setup. I'm like, man, listen, I need something. But when my computer started glitching, at first I didn't pay it no mind, right? And then when I finished, I'm like, all right, I'm finished. It's like Saba ended early last night, and I was like, okay, this is good. That give me time to still work. I was still working on it, and then when I realized it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, when I realized I had lost half of it, or at least 10 minutes of it. And I was like, oh man, I was frustrated. I was ready to give up. But I was like, you know what, let me keep going. Let me just lay down. So I finished and laid down. Man, listen. This almost didn't happen today, great brother. Too many button productions almost ain't happened today. So yeah, you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep evolving. And I need a whole production studio now, because the way my computer was glitching, I'm like, man, I need setup right now. Then it was lost completely too. My mate was like, well, just go back and find it. Like when you click undo, it was completely gone off the computer. Like the parts that were missing. It's not like I couldn't go back and add it to the timeline. It was gone. So yeah, I need a new setup, brother. We'll talk technical talk here when it's time to upgrade, great brother.
That's right. Never give up. Never give in. Keep striving for the best. You shall accomplish all that your heart desires.
All right. Yeah, Hotep Hindu to you, great brothers. And two out to the supporters. We appreciate you all. houseofatton.org. Go support, get your merch, get your items, bathroom items, notebooks. Get all your House of Atton merch. More on the way. Keep on the lookout for what we're doing. Stay tuned in. Discord. Everyone, make sure you're following us through the Discord as well. And I'm for the Karu, Ma'at fundamental classes. I'm now seeing about. I started hosting them on the actual Discord server, so make sure you all, if you can, come to class on Fridays. Usually between 8 p.m. Central Time. So two out to the Karu for that. And yeah, again, Arctajet Usir. And we'll go ahead and begin our closeouts. I will start first, and then we'll go to Minku Ara, and then the Jets, the Gym, and then let the great Atef Rim close us out. So yes, as we continue to keep growing and Kepara, expanding and evolving, we appreciate you all who are with us through this journey, as we have some very powerful and big visions and plans for the House of Atton, for Ma'at, for the Natiru, and it's, as I've always said from the beginning, it's a collective, and it takes all of us to bring forward what it is that we have the ability to do, and breaking these matrices that hold us down and hold us back from being able to ascend in every way. So I'm very thankful for those who are with us through this journey, through this walk, and giving us your attention, applying the teachings and the stories, and showing up in readiness for whatever comes with going up against Isfat, right, in this matrix. So to everyone who chooses to be at the front lines of that, which is what this is, and representing. And with that, I'll conclude with the Medu. Sekim M Arit Marert Ka'a Simu Hatu Natiru Pert Inthetep. I obtain the power to do what pleases my Ka, May the hearts of the Natiru lead me. I come forth in peace. Dua.
Hotep Henu. Peace and love to you, Atef Rem Kim. Very powerful teaching, very powerful presentation, tour for your strength, your creativity, your genius. Sending much hekau, sending much appreciation to you for showing us the evidence of when you experiment, allow the mystery to be an energy that you want to communicate and express to the people. It's very victorious. Hotep Henu and health to your family. Continue to be a powerful warrior and representing the Netaru, being a powerful student of the Master Teacher Saba Tahuti, and being a leader in the House of ATTON. There's no instruction manual for you being you. You are unique, and we are grateful, and we give praise to the Netaru for you and all the brothers in the House of ATTON. And Hotep to the chat. Peace and love to Saba Tahuti and his Neterts. And I will end with the adoration to Tahuti. Come to me, Tahuti, O noble ibis. Come to me and give me counsel to make me skillful in your calling. He who masters it is found fit to hold office. Fate and fortune are to be found with you. Ampuja Seneb, Hotep Marie.
Hotep Henu, peace and love. To you, great Atef. Definitely grateful for your perseverance. Standing firm on my eye, giving up, and presenting what you brought forth today. To you, great brother. Like I always say, another rep, and you did that. So to you, great brother, for that. And doing to you, great brothers on the panel, for your consistency and being here this evening. To everybody in the chat, all the supporters, much dua to you all. Everybody who's watching in the future, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you continue to come rock with us here. Come rock with us over there with Saba on Saturdays. Come rock with us during PTAH's class on Fridays. Definitely grateful for you all. Uncle Justin Epp. May Ra grant you and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at. And may you all rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rides to shine her from Ma'at. I am the Jet to Jim Ma'at and T Power Koof, everybody in the Tiru, Uncle Justin Epp, Tep New, Nefer Upesh.
Hotep Henu. Peace and love. Peace and love to the chat. Peace and love to you, great brothers. Want to thank you, great brothers, for motivating me, keeping me inspired. And new to the Natiru, and new to our great Saba Tahuti, Amen Hotep Ra, and new to all the wonderful supporters in the chat, and our Aut, our families, and the Natiru exists. And with that, we will end with our beautiful affirmation. Unki Ma'at, Un NS, Nintat Osat Ma'at, Menhepapat and Ma'at, her and Hu Kui, per Ikut. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Come join us, House of ATTON, Ancient Tahutian Teachings and the Tiru. Back to the source, we the original Axemen.
Let's go.
Forget that we the real champions around.
Push the button.
Yeah, we're here, and we're the best.
Don't nobody really want no smoke. Yo, let's go.
Shed. Closed my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move, but my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed? Eating alkaline at this time, fasting rezo shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, fear had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of state's effect. That's relaxed, I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I've seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling forcefully, holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed.